what's kind of coming up for you that makes you actually like want to continue to put time and distance between achieving that rather than like taking that first initial step to hit
I am not putting time on this. That's the thing. I am not doing it. I'm seriously considering it. I'm not putting time and distance in it.
There's a difference between like considering it and actually like acting upon it though, right? Why are you still considering it? I guess if I could ask that. Because you do feel like this can actually help you, right? So what would be stopping you from like considering it versus actually kind of just doing something about it?
I guess you just woke something up in me that I didn't realize I had.
Yo, what's up, gangsters? I had this call earlier today. She threw all the objections in the book, man. She wanted to speak to her husband, figure out the money. Fear came up at the end, but I was able to handle it pretty smoothly. So I just wanted to show you guys how I went about that. Let's get into it.
Okay, so you feel like this can help you. What do you think would be like the most helpful for you? Do you think it would be like having the coaching or the community, or what aspect do you think will be the most helpful for you?
For me, the one that I think learning to do copywriting, learning to write professionally, that part.
Yeah. Okay.
That is my takeaway. If nothing else, I do value that part. So
yeah,
my 100% is like within focusing on learning. That's why I want to ask the time for these things. So I want to make sure that I'm there for that.
Yeah.
Before the objections, before like I even ask her if she wants to join, I'm just getting the tie down. So you actually feel 100% confident that this can help you get to where you want to go, essentially. I'm making sure she sees the value in this and she genuinely believes in it so that I don't have to deal with that in the objections. Like I don't have to deal with any sort of value or anything like that. That's the first step before you like ask them if they even want to join or anything like that. Just get it tied down.
For sure. Okay, cool. So you feel confident this can help you get to your goals. Naturally, the next step would be we would kind of just get you onboarded and we would get you all set up and we just get you rolling to those 10K months. How does that sound? Like, are you ready to get going and like join up and be part of the team?
Yeah. How does that work?
Yeah, we can kind of walk through that. So first thing is, you have my number, right? It should be in that group chat with Nick.
Okay.
Okay. So if you need anything, you can text me. I'm not going to be like one of your coaches in the program. The coaches are more qualified than I am with like making money with copywriting. But if you just need anything, like you just need someone to talk to about something, you can always shoot me a text. So that'll be the first thing. And then the second.
So before I just ask her for her credit card, anything like that, I'm just letting her know that I'm there for her. I feel like it makes it less salesy. So, and I would help her out if she texted me. So I just start with that.
Second thing is I just want to check, is the best email for you, is it
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's what I'll use to kind of get you set up. And then I'll be getting you set up on the back end side of things. And then the last thing will be just like figuring out how we actually want to do the payment. And then we'll do that like first initial payment today. And then we'll just get you rolling. So how much do you have right now? You said you have 5K you could spend. That's like not going to put you in a weird spot financially.
Yeah.
Okay. You sounded a bit hesitant, I guess.
No, it's not hesitant. All right. So,
I mean, dude, she didn't sound certain about it, so I just wanted to clarify.
Let me ask, do you have a payment plan?
Yeah,
I don't want to
we
get
could do that. I'm just curious.
What does your payment plan look like?
Yeah, we can talk about that. I'm just curious just so I can make sure I give you like the best information.
I do have it. It's just.
So what I was going to say there is whenever someone asks a question like that, especially at the end, there's some questions that are just like, you can just kind of answer them, whatever. But like, there's some questions where you want to ask them like, totally. And just so I can like give you the best information here, why do you ask? Like, you just want to see why they're even asking the question in the first place, because you never know why. Like, it could be like low-key an objection that they have. It could be they literally just need some help making this work, right? So especially with that type of question, it's good to ask why they're asking it.
Is that I don't want to pay all in once, because I've had experience where I pay for something and it didn't fall through. So I would rather just do it over a period of time to make sure that during the time I'm there paying it, I'm getting what I paid for.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Do you have a rough idea of what your credit score is?
Maybe, dude, that never came up during discovery. That she'd done something and not gotten the money for it. I feel like the discovery is really solid, but I missed that. Maybe I should have dove into that, but I was just like, bro, fuck it, we'll just get the payment plan. I don't even like. It's not even worth like that. Open up a whole another can of worms unless I need to go into that. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead a bit because I was just trying to figure out how we can come up with a payment plan for her because credit score is kind of shit, and I found out later it's frozen, so I had to figure out something else.
That you have a locked credit and your credit score isn't amazing. Like the easiest way we could do this is just kind of get you started for cash. So as of right now, you have 5K, right? The total
Yeah.
investment for the program is 6K. What I'll do for you to split it down for you and make it easier is I want you I want you to be able to like get started and put yourself like I want you to be able to get started and take that first step to start putting yourself in a position where you can start like becoming an entrepreneur and start living the life you want. So what we'll do is to get you full access and get you started, we'll do 2,500, get you started with that today, and then we can do 2,500 next month once you've been in the community for a while and you're starting to like starting to get some small wins and everything like that.
Let me.
So this is what happened. We're gonna do a payment plan, right? Easy. Like she gets the payment plan, we get her off and rolling, right? But her credit is frozen. So that kind of cooks it. Like I need to figure out a way to get essentially cash out of her. So I was just trying to figure something out here.
Let me open those things for you. Let me you can set up what you're gonna set up, but I need to I'm gonna try to get back on those things. I think I do have Experian on my phone.
Don't worry about that because even if you
And now she starts talking about because her credit's frozen, right? Which usually takes like a day or two to unfreeze. So I was like, dude, fuck that. Like, let's just get this figured out. Let's figure out something. Because if she doesn't pay and she hops off this call, I'm never seeing her again, right? So I started kind of BSing here, but
you do, honestly, your credit score is not going to be good enough to like get through those through the door. Like sometimes
For $6,000, our credit score is not that good.
I've had people with like low 700s and mid 700s get denied. Like sometimes it's worth a shot, but considering it's locked as well, I think the best way to do this is just going to be to have you put down 2,500, get started with that, and then we can do 2,500 next month. How does that sound to you?
My husband is saying no.
He'll say no?
He's saying no.
Okay. How much of it is actually your money, or is it?
No, it's mine. It's just that, as I said, we have had experience with paying for stuff, anything happens. So I'm like, do you want to give me some time? Let me open up these things and we'll try it, because I would rather just to pay in increments. Like I don't mind paying 1,000 each month, like that. At least I'll see, or even for the first 2 or 3 months, then I see that I'm in there, then I will pay the rest of it in one time. But I would rather to make sure that I'm in a system before.
Well, here's the thing about that.
That's why I asked at the very first beginning. I asked, how does that work, the payments?
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? Even when you do unlock your credit, the most likely thing that's gonna happen is you're not gonna end up getting approved anyway, and we're just gonna have to end up figuring that out. What we could do at least is just get you started for 2K, because you mentioned you pay 1,000 every month, so we could at least get you started for 2K, and then just do $1,000 a month after.
so here it was a case of like, dude, even in my mind, I was thinking like, yes, I could dive into like, okay, obviously, like you had a bad experience in the past, but like, whatever, do you want those bad experiences in the past to shape your decision-making process moving forward? I've heard people use analogies like this before, like, okay, I'm sure you've been in a relationship. Well, when your first relationship ended, like, if you kept thinking all dudes are bad, would you have gone out and found your husband? No, probably not, right? So what do we need to do differently? Like I could have gone into all that, but I was like, dude, if I can just make this work for her financially, like she'll just do it, right? So I was just I thought that'd just be easier.
After that, and I'll just kind of work with you on that. Like, is that actually possible for you?
You don't have anything to say now?
What'd you say?
And I was asking my husband.
Okay. Oh, he's there right now?
Yeah.
What does he think?
All right, let me talk to him and I'll get back to you pertaining you have a next call. I'll text you and
It's fine.
we
I
can
don't.
get back on another call and
I'm not in a rush or anything like that. If you want to just talk to him real quick, if he's there right now, like bring him on and we can just talk about it and come up with a game plan.
let me talk to him and I'll get back to you.
Okay. Can I ask? Can I ask why? Like, what's kind of going on?
Um,
Because I know this is a change you've been wanting to like make for a while now.
it is a change that I wanted to make, but I am, as I said, maybe I didn't tell you, but I tried stuff before where you pay for stuff and it just didn't fall through. I don't know no more.
Yeah, but like you mentioned to me, like you're
I
trying
get
to
it.
become a new person, right?
I get it. I'm trying to become a new person, and I said it is no rush, so I can definitely give you a call back, and then we finalize the payment. So for me right now is to get in this information in and put it in and see if it. Well, I know that for me, as I said, the main takeaway is learning this thing. So I mean, there is no amount of money you can pay for knowledge, but it's still something that I'm gonna look over with him, and then I'll get back to you pertaining the payment. So does that work for you?
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to see like how we can come up with a game plan so we can actually like get you on the
Yeah.
path, right? So what are you actually gonna go like look over with him, like kind of specifically, just to see if I can help in any way?
Just I think I've asked you everything that I need to have the main point of everything. I'll miss most of the coaching call. Most of it is on pre-recorded. Most of it I'll have to take our how often are you guys available for our one-on-one coaching if I miss the calls?
You'll have 24/7 support, so you can always message your coach.
Okay, so it's through messaging.
Yeah,
Messaging.
yeah. Because to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, I don't think you ever answered that question as well. Like, what are you actually gonna like kind of look over him with him specifically as well, just so I can understand?
So it's simple. She just said, "Okay, I'm gonna go look over the finances with him." Okay, what are you actually gonna go look over? I don't get it. Like you have the fucking money.
Um,
Because this is the point I'm making. Like, money
mm-hmm,
is like an infinite resource, right? Like we can
mm-hmm,
literally print money out of thin air. Like we can always figure out the money side of things. But unfortunately, like the time that we have to like spend with our daughter and our family and
mm-hmm.
travel the world and everything like that, unfortunately that's limited, right? So I guess with where you're at in life right now,
Mm-hmm.
which one do you ultimately feel is more important to you?
Both. Because with money then it gives you the freedom to do that.
She honestly caught me off guard there. I was like, but I said, which one is more important? But dumbass. No, I'm just kidding. But the route I was trying to go there is like time. I was expecting her to say time, okay, and then you can ask like, well, why time? And because if I don't like prioritize time, I'm not gonna be able to spend time with my daughter, whatever. And then from there, okay, so obviously we don't want to let like the money stop us from like getting that time back that we've been wanting to like spend time with our daughter, travel the world. So what do you actually have right now that aside from your husband that you're willing and wanting to put down so we can actually start putting you in a position where you can start having that time and we don't have to keep letting this slip like we have been for the past 3 years, right? Whatever, something along those lines. I keep saying whatever, but it's something along those lines was the path I was going to try to go down.
Yeah, but obviously they're both important, but I guess which one would you say is actually more important? And it's just like, do you want to allow like, I guess money, like this infinite resource that we can kind of figure out, like to stop you from actually having that time that you've been wanting now? Or do you want to see how we can actually like make this work and figure it out for you?
All right. So we're gonna make it work. It's just that I just need a little time, not like a lot of time. I just need to go over this, and I'll get back to you by the end of the day.
Okay. What we can do is if like you genuinely,
So at this point, it's like, okay, fuck. She's already told me she wants to think about it twice now. I like go take till the end of the day. So I was like, I need to get some form of commitment. I need to just get her to take a small step so that she actually comes back. So I went for the deposit.
mean that. and
Mhm.
you are serious about like taking that step to like becoming that person, what we
Mhm.
can at least do is let me see. I'll share my screen here real quick. So you know like all these initial trainings that I kind of walk you through.
Mhm.
So if you are wanting to make a change and you're serious about like stepping into those shoes like you've been wanting to for the past 6 years of like becoming an entrepreneur, getting your freedom back, I want you to be able to at least prove to yourself that you're ready to do that and you're
Mhm.
ready to step out of your comfort zone. So I'll have you put down $500 so you can prove to yourself you're ready to take that step. I'll give you access to these initial trainings, and then we can figure out the rest of the money later. So at least you can prove to yourself you're actually serious about this and you're ready to actually make a change. Does that sound fair enough?
It sounds fair. It's just that what just threw me off is that maybe you think that I'm not gonna be coming back or something to do the initial training that I set out to be. It's more so like you're just trying
I don't think you're gonna come back, to be honest.
to sell it. I don't need. I understand that you're pitching a business and stuff like that, but the thing is for me, I've always been very compulsive when doing stuff.
Yeah.
So a part of what I'm going through right now is for me to feel comfortable. I do need to go over stuff. That's why I take notes. I go over it and I make sure that this is right.
Did
And
you hear
then,
that?
Mhm.
Okay, this is where it's starting to get saucy. But dude, whenever someone says I feel like you're trying to sell it, that's the worst thing to hear as a salesperson. That you sound salesy. It kind of stings a bit, but obviously there are ways to still work around it.
Did you hear that?
But
Wait, let me rewind this because she's talking, and I kind of just I've learned this. You can just say like, "Did you hear that?" And you kind of just like you like stop you pattern interrupt their mind. Like they're focused on one thing, and now they they're like what, and you completely disrupt like all those like negative thoughts that they were having.
over stuff. That's why I take notes. I go over it and I make sure that this is right.
Did
And
you hear
then,
that?
Mhm.
Did you hear that?
But
Like for me to stay comfortable, if it
grounded. No, no. Well, comfortable and certain. It's not that I'm uncomfortable. It's that I know myself. I've been very compulsive because yes, I want to get out of this situation, but
I think she just said something along the lines of like, yeah, for me to stay comfortable, I would need to like go look it all over or whatever. The whole discovery was about her stepping out of her comfort zone, so I was kind of just like using that against
don't
her.
want to jump into something.
if you've been okay, first of all, I just want to say like yes, obviously I'm trying to sell you something, right? But based on the
Mhm.
conversation we've had, do you think I'm doing this from a place of just me trying to just make money and sell you something, or me genuinely trying to help you, like based on this past hour that I've spent with you here? Like, do you think this is something I'm doing for you or just to you? Like,
This is what kind of shocked me because like, dude, once you actually start to like, I feel like get better at sales, you genuinely try to help these people. And I was just talking to her, and I feel like she felt that energy, like the whole call, where like I was just genuinely trying to help her and put her in the best position. So when she said, "I feel like you're trying to just sell it," I was just like, "Are you serious? Like that's actually how you feel right now?"
I guess if that makes sense.
I hope you're doing it for me.
Yeah,
I hope you're
obviously,
doing
like,
it for me.
how do you what do you think I'm doing it for? I'm just curious. Like, do you genuinely think
So what is the goal for you guys? Yeah, what's your goal?
my goal is to not just make sure you buy this, but it's to make sure that when you come into the program,
Mm-hmm.
you actually succeed, right? And I know you mentioned you've been compulsive.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been compulsive, then that's not aligned with what we talked about earlier, because then why have we been letting this slip for the past 6 years, right? So it's like,
Got her ass. And also, dude, when you're actually congruent, it becomes so much more easier to sell because I've come to a point now where it's like I do obviously want them to buy. I want to make money, but like one of the most fun parts is like genuinely rewiring these people's brains to start looking at things from a different perspective. Because I know for me, when I first bought my first high ticket program, like about a year ago now, to this point where I've invested well over 20K, my actions and my mindset are so much different. So just being able to instill that into these people, it's the most fun part of it. like just rewiring their brain and actually trying to get them to help them and get them to see a different perspective. It's like I actually mean it too.
I've tried stuff where I definitely paid into stuff.
What did you pay into? You never had mentioned that to me, just so I can understand a little bit better.
So why I like your idea is the fact that you train me. You're doing it one-on-one. You're giving me the basic information I need that I can go to do it on my own. While I would pay for something and somebody would pitch me a product, not a product, like help, because I wanted at one point I wanted to do
I thought she was about to start crying here. I didn't know what was going on.
the business, the e-com business, the
Yeah.
online, and they will tell you that, listen, you give me $2,000 and I will give you this, and that's it. They'll just give you one client and then that's it, nothing else. Then you don't know
Yeah.
how to survive on your
That's
own.
the biggest
So
thing.
that's what I said. That's what I love about this. So for this, the biggest, as I said, the biggest takeaway is getting the knowledge that I will need to manage on my own.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like, we don't want to just give you clients because then you're stuck without us if we're not there.
Exactly.
So we want to teach you the skills. So
Mhm.
again, this is going to be a lot different than what you've done in the past. But you do feel confident this can help you get to your goals, though, right? Like, you do feel like
Yeah, that's why I said, once you have the skill, because without the skill, you're just going out there, as you said, you just jump in the fast lane, you jump running with the big shark, and then you don't even know how to swim around the thing.
Yeah.
So
So when we do get you the skills, though, and you're able to, like, I know I might sound like a broken record here, but just
no.
remind me again, like, when we do get you the skills and you're able to
Mhm.
start making money with this, like, what difference is that actually going to make for you in your own life?
So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to reconnect you to our goals, right? Because once you get into the pocket of objections, it's like they forget like the whole call. They forget what they even want to do here. So it's like the biggest thing I've realized is when you're in objections, it's just like, okay, you feel like this can help you. When we get you the skills, what difference is that going to make? Oh, I'm able to spend time with my daughter, have freedom, not work a 9 to 5, and then you reconnect them to the actual thing you're selling. So you want that, and then you feel this can help you get there, right? Yeah, I do. So then what do you feel you should do? I should do it. When you lay it out like that, that's simply like this can help you get to your goals. So why are you not doing it? It makes it a lot simpler.
As I said, it will give me the confidence I need.
To do
And
what, though?
it's more than one aspect of confidence it gives. It gives you a personality boost. It gives you a confidence to go out there and face the world. For me, I've always been enclosed, so then I'll be more open to talking to people, to go, because then eventually I'll have to be emailing people, talking to people. When you tell me I have to text 20, they're open to text. I was like, I hate texting. I really do hate texting.
Yeah, well, we can figure out how we can make that work. But like, just remind me of your goals again. Like, when we get you the skills, like, what difference is that going to make? Like, how much you're going to be making? What are you going to be able to do? Like, what difference is that going to make in your life?
That will give me a skill set, another skill set. So the difference it will make, I'll learn something new. I'll be making more money. That's something that I could teach my family to do. It's just extra knowledge is always good.
Okay, so you're going to be able to, like we mentioned as well, of course, like be able to spend that time with your daughter, not
Mm-hmm.
not be enclosed by a 9 to 5, like be able to travel,
Mm-hmm.
everything like that. And you feel like this can help you get there, right? So I want you to be like genuinely honest with me, because I'm coming from a place of like wanting to help you make that step.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's kind of coming up for you that makes you actually like want to continue to put time and distance between achieving that, rather than like taking that first initial step to hit
I
the.
am not putting time on this. That's the thing. I am not doing it. I'm seriously considering it. I'm not putting time and distance in it.
There's a
It's
difference between like considering it and actually like acting upon it, though, right? Why are you still considering it? I guess if I could ask that, because you do feel like this can actually help you, right? So
mm-hmm.
what would be stopping you from like considering it versus actually kind of just doing something about it?
I guess you just woke something up in me that I didn't realize I had.
Did you guys hear that? She said, I think you just woke something up inside of me that I didn't think I had. Did you hear? When you listen to the little language, she said, I forget exactly what she said, but I'm considering it. Okay, but you just laid out your goals for me. You think this can help you get there. What is there left to consider? Why not just do it? And it woke some, I don't know. We'll see what she says. Hey, let's just see how it goes.
I did know that I have something there, but Be honest.
That's fine. Is it you can
Being honest, I just realized it. Fear. I just put it down there for myself.
Fear. There it is. It's fear. And that makes it so much easier because the whole discovery, we were talking about how she needs to push past fear, step out of her comfort zone. What I did next, I'm not going to lie, I kind of dragged it out. I literally probably could have just said, okay, how much longer do you want to let that fear keep controlling you? Sorry, I'm just trying to think if I should add something else there. How much longer do you want to keep letting that fear control you? You should probably just say not any longer. Okay, what do you feel you should do? Do it. I kind of did like a long analogy. You guys will see. I didn't need to do all this shit. I was just trying. I'm just trying shit, bro.
Those guys, I said you just woke something in me that I knew it probably something was there, but I never looked at it. So
yeah.
so
You woke something in me. I didn't even realize it was there. All right. Anyway, let's continue.
criticism, fear.
Yeah.
So as I said, fear of learning, not learning something new, is just that the disappointment of trying to trust somebody. So
That's normal. Like I can appreciate you being honest.
Maybe if you were like right in my face and I can see you and I know where everything is going.
Right here.
No, not like that. Present.
Pattern interrupt. What's up? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's even just like breaking the tension. I realize what it is now. I didn't actually like realize this till the end of the call, where I was like, yeah, I guess it wasn't as much fear in herself. It kind of was, but also just like fear of like getting burned. Honestly, I think that's the biggest thing. So maybe that like relationship analogy bullshit might have been helpful. But anyway,
But it's like I get what you're saying. It's like the best analogy I can make for you is like you have like a backpack on, right? And like you've been climbing up this hill, and along the way you've been like investing into these programs and everything like that, and they haven't worked, and you've kind of been filling that bag up with like doubt and like uncertainty. And then you find me, right? And I'm sitting there at the bottom of a mountain, and I can either tell you, okay, we're gonna go up this mountain now, get to where we want to go, or I'm about to send you back down to the bottom of the mountain. And it's like we can either take off that backpack now, that doubt and that uncertainty we build up, and go climb up that mountain, or it's like we can just go back down, just continuing to carry that same burden and just hold on to that doubt and that uncertainty. I guess
that actually wasn't bad. I thought it was like a lot worse in my head, but that was kind of sauce. I'm not even gonna lie.
What do you actually want to do though? Like, what do you think puts you in the best position? If you want to,
let's book the $500. Let's do the 5, and then you send me those information out, and then tomorrow we will figure out everything. Let's try to take a leap of faith for one more time.
Okay.
There it is. There it is.
Okay. Are you sure? Why do it? Even though it's going to be so scary and you need to push past that fear. Like, why push?
I'm taking the.
I'm not gonna lie, I was smiling, bro, because I was happy too. I was happy like for myself because I was low key hyped, but I was also happy for her. But I think that's something that I needed to change. Just like no emotion. Just like, are you sure? You don't have to. Like most people, like why push past that fear even though it's gonna be so difficult? Like why genuinely push past it? But I was fucking cheesing, bro. Fuck. She's also just like, I'm gonna blur out her face, but she's also just like I don't know, bro. She's kind of a chill, just like older woman. So it's just like I don't know, bro. She awoken something in me, a goofy spirit. Anyway, let's just continue.
The final leap of faith.
Okay. You're sure though?
Why are you doing that?
What do you mean?
What are you asking me if I'm sure?
Because are you sure? Because are you sure you want to push past that fear, right? Because like you don't have to. We could keep staying scared and keep staying the same, right? But like at this point in your life, do you want to let go of that so you can live the life that you want to live and become a new person like you've been wanting to?
I do want to push past the fear.
Okay. So we can get you.
Let's push past the fear and see. Let's do one more leap of faith and see where that leads me. That's the final one. Otherwise, then that if it doesn't work, let's see where we go from there.
Okay. Let's do it then. And I'll help you out.
Yep. And took the 500 today. That was earlier today. We're gonna jump on tomorrow. I actually got to text her right now and make sure she got in and everything like that. So yeah, there it is. I would say the biggest takeaways. Really, the biggest thing that I've learned recently is just like when you're in the pocket of objections, the easiest way you can lay this down for them, especially when they give some sort of like delay objection, like I want to do research or I want to think about it, because those aren't real objections, right? Those are smoke screens. Like when they say they want to think about it, you can ask them what they want to think about it. But when they're trying to delay it, it's literally just like you remind them of their goals. Well, first of all, you say, do you feel this can help you? Yes. Okay. When we get you the skills, what difference do you feel like that's going to make for you? And you relate it to their goals. I'm going to be able to like go travel. I'm going to get out of a 9 to 5, all that stuff. Okay. So you want to do those things. You feel this can help you get there. What do you think you should do? Just logical. It's just so logical. But we'll see if she closes tomorrow. I'm going to try to get her on the little payment plan or just collect like an extra $1,000, $2,000. We'll see how it goes. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys learned something or if you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.